Hello, Leo, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your weekly reading for September 16th to the 22nd. So I'll concentrate on your incoming energies, and of course, we're going to do some tarot cards. We'll do some angel and spirit messages, and then we're going to close out your reading with your angel number. There will be multiple messages coming through, so please remember, this is a general reading. Please take the parts that resonate, but if it doesn't resonate, please let it go. I've meditated and prepared the cards for your reading today, but I'd like to cleanse the space together. So we're going to do that by the ringing of the bell. So you're going to hear a loud bell sound now. All right, Leo. For those of you that are new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I hope that you enjoy your reading today. And for those of you that are returning, I want to really give a big shout out and say thank you so much for all of your love and support. It truly means the world to me. And I hope that you find meaning today in your reading. All right, let's give these another shuffle. Let's find out, Leo. We've got a very impactful week because on the 17th we have the super harvest moon. It's going to be in the sign Pisces. And this moon is a lunar moon. So it is going to be very it's going to bring like a wave of deep emotional introspection. I think there's going to be a lot of spiritual enlightenment. I think that it's going to be really an intuitive time for you. And I think that it's really going to be a time to really explore your dreams. And I think that a lot of this is to do with creativity. It's going to encourage you to release things that maybe have not been serving you. It's time to release that and embrace something higher, something that you want more for your life. A lot of inner wisdom is going to be, is really going to really surround you this time as well. All right, I wanted to get into that briefly because of this beautiful full moon. All right, let's find out. I would like 3 cards for your incoming energies, please. Let's find out what those incoming energies are. All right, and one more. Excellent. Beautiful. Beautiful reading. Beautiful messages. And you know, you've got a lot of spiritual guidance here. All right, we will get into these in just a moment. We're going to start with the bottom of the deck, and the bottom of the deck is your current energy. It's the energy you're bringing into the reading this week. So let's start with, there's a lot of spirituality around you at this time, and I think that you have been sort of going through your own sort of spiritual enlightenment period. I think that you've been going through something, and the sacred temple is really, it's like your spiritual past. It's like the past sort of coming into play from a spiritual level to really give you more insight on what your plan is spiritually here in this lifetime, in this world. And I think that you've been really doing a lot of deep introspection. And again, I think it's starting to come through this week because again, with that full moon in Pisces, you're really more in touch with what your spirituality means to you, and you're kind of delving into it in a deeper level. I think you're hitting some milestones in your life here, and you're doing it because you're very deserving of this energy. So this card here, the Sacred Temple, is number 5, Spirit. The milestone is number 6, Events. It's events that happen in your life. So some of you could be reaching milestones in your life. And milestones can be anything. They don't have to be working at a job for 25, 30 years or being married for 50 years. Milestones can be anything where you feel that you've reached or plateaued at a point in your life where you've reached a certain amount of success, and it's time to celebrate in those successes. So if you've been going for a job and you've been waiting a long time to go for that job, and now all of a sudden, we're all going to take these cards differently, but this is what's coming to my mind, is that Spirit's trying to say to you, accept the small little milestones. It doesn't always have to be big milestones in our life. We can't always be waiting for those. We have to really express our energy and express our passion and our emotions with even the little things that bring us closer towards our goals. And I think that's what you're doing. I really think you are really looking at your whole life from a whole new perspective, from a spiritual perspective. And I think you are reaching more milestones now, and you are so deserving of it. You got 2 6s here. The 6 consciousness is deserving, and it's that deserving energy of, you know what, Leo, you've been really focusing on something for a very long time for yourself, and now you're in that in that position where you need to understand that you are very deserving of this energy and these opportunities and these things that are coming around for you. Now, your incoming energies is number 1, consciousness, optimism. And optimism is it's time to feel at your most radiance. The sun, there's a lot of fruit. It's like an archway of fruit here. So the fruits of your labor are really paying off here with your optimistic attitude. And I think you are really seeing the sun starting to rise for you. So if you know you've been going through some trying times where you've been going through sort of this whole new spiritual awakening, you know, you're feeling very optimistic now. It's like your spirit ancestors and your angels have been trying to really give you the guidance that you need, and it's all starting to show through on your energy levels, because optimism is all about really feeling at your highest energy level, and this week you are feeling that. And then you also got number 7, spirit. So you've got 2 spiritual cards in this reading, and again with that super harvest moon being in Pisces, I think that again these ascended masters it is all of your spiritual guidance coming through and letting you know that you're not alone, and that they are readily available for you when you have questions. And you need to feel at your most optimistic right now because you are being guided intuitively by the higher power. So you've got a lot of beautiful energy surrounding you right now. And then you got number 6 again. We got 3 6s. Interesting. I'm seeing a lot of 6s come through with the fire signs. So that could have something to do with the fiery energy that's surrounding us all. The loving woman is feminine energy. There's no gender with any of these cards. She is very loving, compassionate, empathetic. She's very intuitive, and she gives with her heart, and she illuminates beauty, and love surrounds her, and she attracts that. So she's not just giving it off, but she's attracting it into her life as well. So I believe that this feminine energy is all around you. For some of you with the ascended masters, and of course the spiritual, that sacred temple, the sacred temple of where we really, it's like all of our, it's like almost like your past lives. It's all of that information that's sitting there waiting for you, and you're really delving into it. The loving woman is intuitively being guided by these spiritual messengers. A lot of spiritual messengers around you, but again, feel very optimistic about the energy levels that you have around you right now, because your intuition is really, and your inner guidance, and again, your inner guidance is really helping to guide you. And look what fell out here, number 7, the Chariot. And number 7, the Chariot, is a Cancerian card, and it is all about intuitively knowing exactly the direction that you're going, and you're doing that with victory. All right, Leo, we're going to get 9 cards. We're going to set those 9 cards out, and then we are going to clarify them. So let's find out. 1. We're going to start with the first row, and I'm going to set all the cards up first, and then we're going to go through them. All right. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the the 8 of Pentacles, the number 19, the Sun, and we got the 10 of Wands. Let's start with the second row. Find out, and then we're going to delve right into what all of these mean for you. 1, 2, and 1 more. 1 more for that. All right. Come on, we just need 1 more. Interesting, there we go. Wow, you see, sometimes it just takes some time. All right, so here you've got the Page of Swords, the 3 of Wands, that's in the center of your reading, and then the 10 of Cups. And let's get your final row. Those 2 are together. Then we got, whoop, that's your second one, and then 1 more, please. Thank you. All right, I just got to grab this card that fell on the floor. Thank you. All right, and then in this row, you've got the Justice, number 11, and number 21, the World. Wow, beautiful energies. You've got the Ace of Wands, and you have got the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so let's take a deep dive into what's happening here. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles. You are working very hard towards something, and you have been for a very long time. You're putting a lot of details. You are working extremely diligently and extremely hard right now, and you are kind of fine-tuning things in your life with regards to the hard work that you put into everything. Now, hard work can be work. It can be your job. It can be your career. It can be relationships. It can be how you're working on yourself. Maybe you're working on your own spirituality, but you're putting a lot of work into it, and you're not rushing through it. The Eight of Pentacles is really building up a tremendous amount of success, but you're doing it by paying attention to the details, and that's what makes you a master at what you're doing. I think you're really mastering something in your life. And this is all due to the number 19, the sun energy. And that sun energy is what's directing you towards positivity. This sun energy is very much linked to that optimism. How can you not feel a sense of optimism when you are feeling like your energy levels are really, you're off the radar. You're off the charts right now with feeling a lot of positive movement forward. And the sun energy is just saying, you know what, now's the time. Take that leap of faith. It's time to run with it. It's time to stay positive. Stay in your energy because you are ruled by the sun. So remember that. The sun is very much a part of who you are, Leo. And then you've got the Ten of Wands, which is feeling some weights, feeling a little bit weighted, feeling a little bit like a burdens. But because it's the Ten of Wands, it's like you're starting to really understand how you need to close out certain things in your life so that you can release those burdens. And that takes time, but I think intuitively you know exactly what it is that you need to release from your life so that the weight on your shoulders is lifted, that you're not feeling so bogged down. And positive energy is what's going to help you to be able to release those burdens. The Page of Swords. So I feel like there's a messenger here because pages for me are messengers. And swords is all about your mental. It's the mental suit. So it's very much air energy. So it's information that's coming. And I think it's going to come very quickly. The Page of Swords is very inquisitive, very curious. They want to get knowledge. They want to get understanding. And I think that there is a message coming that's going to really help you to figure out in which direction you need to expand. Because in the center of your reading, you've got the Three of Wands, which is about expansion. You are ready to embark on something new and you're ready to really explode here in a very positive way because you have to remember you've got optimism and you've got the sun that's directing you here. And when you look here, we've got the sun, we've got the Three of Wands with this expansion, and then we've got the Ace of Wands. New opportunities are presenting themselves. And I think that I don't think these are hidden opportunities. I think they're things that are there. And part of me thinks that you have been working so diligently and so hard towards something that you've been feeling like it's been weighing you down. But there's positive messages coming that are going to lighten that load for you, and you are really going to be able to expand in a beautiful new direction. You're ready to say, I'm done with all the planning. I've been planning and planning and planning, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, now I don't want to put those restrictions anymore. I'm ready to run with this. I'm going to run with this, and I'm going to see where it takes me. And then you got this beautiful Ten of Cups. So look at this. You got Ten of Wands, closing of a chapter there with the weight lifted from your shoulders. And then the Ten of Cups is that rainbow that comes after a time of burdens, right? So you're releasing all of that from your life. And you're really starting to feel a lot of happiness. There is a lot of happiness in your reading here this week, Leo. And I think a lot of these transformations that are taking place has a lot to do with this full moon that will be taking place on the 17th. Now here, these two cards fell out together, and you've got Justice, which is, you got Justice, which is number 11. That's bringing and restoring the balance in your life. And last week, everybody's reading was all about restoring balance. So I think you're really starting to feel like you're able to balance your world out, which comes with releasing those burdens. It also comes with feeling very optimistic and confident about the direction that you're going. Intuitively, you know exactly where you need to be. This is very much Libran energy, and we will be moving into Libra season. And I believe that actually, I think we'll be in Libra season after the 22nd. So just at the end of the week, we'll be moving from Virgo to Libra. This is a lot of fairness in your life. So where you may have been feeling like things were a little unfair, or maybe you were feeling like life was dealing you a lot of unnecessary baggage, and you weren't sure how to release it. Well, the Justice is here to say, you know what? We're stepping in here and we're starting to restore that balance. We're giving you the tools that you need in a positive way so that you can release things in your life that you've been holding on too tightly to, so that you can start to feel like you're expanding in the right direction. So you are closing out cycles in your life. For some of you with Justice, it could have something to do with contracts. Maybe you've been working so hard and you've been waiting on a message. So you've been waiting with the Eight of Pentacles. You're working really hard and you're waiting on that message to be able to close out a certain contract in your life so that you can move on to the next phase of your life, because there's a new opportunity here that's waiting. So I believe that there is some sort of new opportunity that's presenting itself that's going to expand you in a more positive way. For some of you, this could be an opportunity that brings you, maybe brings more sunshine into your life, meaning maybe you're traveling somewhere where there is more sunshine. There could be that as well. You could be traveling in a direction where there's more sunlight. Maybe you're working more day shifts. If you've been working night shifts, maybe you're going to be working more during the day. But opportunities are definitely presenting themselves here, and there's a message that's coming. You, with the Four of Pentacles, you've been holding on to things in your life so tightly because you've been afraid of disrupting any type of stability in your life. And you've been feeling, if you've been feeling a little insecure in certain areas of your life, it is natural that we're going to hold on really tightly to that. And sometimes by holding on too tightly, we're not allowing things to release in our life too, because transformations, of course, are a part of life. And I think that you are transforming your energy. I think that you are really moving into much more positive pastures here. And I think if you keep holding on too tightly, you're not going to be able to release certain burdens in your life. So you need to learn to release something, because that's going to be what brings you your ultimate happiness. Wow. And again, you're holding on tightly. If you hold on too tightly to something that you've been working hard on, you'll find it hard to expand. So you've got to release that a little bit so that you can allow this new expansion that's ready to come into your life. So let's get a clarifier. We're going to start with the Eight of Pentacles. We're going to get a clarifier for that. And you got the Four of Pentacles again. Very interesting. And let's get one for the Sun. Look at all these fours. Wow. You've got a tremendous amount of fours. Okay, let's start with the first row before we get into the rest. All right. Eight of Pentacles, working so hard and diligently towards your goals, paying attention to detail. You're a master at everything you do. And you hold on tightly to that because you know what? That's what's created your foundation. That's what's created your stability. So it is hard to release that. But there is something that you have to relinquish here. There is something, and only you're going to know what that is, but there is something that you have to sort of just let go a little bit, because there is something waiting there. And it's ready to explode, but you're holding on just a little too tightly. So you've got to figure out what that is. No wonder you're feeling a great sense of sunshine and happiness here. You've got the Four of Wands. There's a celebration here. This is your 1111. It's your gateway to happiness. This is a celebration. This is this is family. This is love. This is marriage. This is commitment. This is feeling a sense of stability in your life, because you've got 3 4s here. You got lots of 6s and lots of 4s. So, again, you are restoring peace, balance, and harmony in your life with the sense of stability. I think the reason why you're feeling so positive is because there are celebrations that are really happening all around you, and you're feeling that with that beautiful, deserving energy. It is your time to shine here. It's time for you to feel the most optimistic about the things that are coming, coming your way, because there's opportunities. Opportunities for some of you. It is opportunities for love. It is opportunities for travel. It is opportunities for maybe, moving in with somebody, or, it could be a celebration of all the hard work you've been putting into something, and now you're seeing that it's starting to capitalize for you. Financially, you are starting to feel stronger and definitely more stable. The reason you got the Ten of Wands here is because you've been juggling so many things in your life. Again, with the Two of Pentacles, we're trying to find balance. And balance is going to be restored because you are closing out those chapters in your life. And you're doing that by allowing this new expansion. You're expanding your horizons, which is bringing celebrations and new opportunity. You're releasing the things that burden you, that you've been juggling for so long. You are finding peace and happiness here because you can see this rainbow, and you've got the rainbow here as well. Lots of rainbows, meaning that this after a time of challenge or of struggle, you're really starting to feel that your pot of gold is kind of waiting for you at the end of that rainbow. And even though the waters seem a little choppy here, look, it's not deep water. This is nothing that you can't handle. You've got to delegate. You've got to release some of those burdens so that you can stop feeling like you're juggling so many things in your life. Now, we've got message here with the Page of Swords. Let's find out what this message is. If we can get a little bit more information. There we go. It's a message that comes with you having to make some sort of choice. I'm seeing a lot of Gemini energy here, so air energy. Gemini is the duality card. The Lovers is all about choice. So I think that when this message comes to you, it is going to be a message where you are going to have a choice or a decision to make. Let's find out with the Three of Wands. There we go. We've got the Three of Wands. One moment here, sorry. Want to make sure everything is good here. And with the Three of Wands, you've got the Six of Swords. Again, I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing a lot of travel with the with the fire signs. You're moving away from whatever obstacles were holding you back. So again, you know, you're expanding into new territory here. You are ready to go. You are ready to move forward. And the Six of Swords is that kind of light at the end of the tunnel that is directing you in exactly the direction you need to go. The Six of Swords is moving you away from the Ten of Wands, which is those burdens, and it's really helping you to figure out how to stop juggling everything in your life. Beautiful. And then we got this beautiful Ten of Cups. Let's find out. Ten of Cups, what would you like to share? Ten of Cups, and you got the Hierophant. This is your spirituality and faith, and I think it's very strong at this time. I think that a lot of you are very committed to something in your life, and for some of you, it could be new commitment in the sense of love, for sure. You could be moving in a new direction because of love. For some of you, you could be relocating for love. The Hierophant is really about you really standing in your faith, your spirituality, your morals, your values are sacred to you. You are not going to change them for anyone. You're very, very, again, you're much of a believer. And I think that you are really, again, you're feeling very committed to bringing this happiness into your life. And it's the commitment that's bringing the happiness to your life too. And whether that commitment is a commitment to your long-term goals, to your finances, to your job, to loved ones, to your family, and it could be to somebody that you are in a relationship with. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you're committed, there's a lot of happiness here. And it could be happiness. There could have been some struggles. There could have been some juggling and some burdens that but that weight is starting to lift and you're really starting to feel happiness. So let's get a clarifier for the World and the Justice. Two major arcana cards. Something is closing out in your life in a very karma is really important here. And there is a chapter in your life that's closing out that is bringing you the justice that you've been looking for. You've got another major arcana card and another 4. You've got a lot of 4s. We've got 4 4s. I want you to be mindful of that because 4s are about your stability. You have been really taking the lead in your life and you are very powerful at this time. You look out. The Emperor is one of the most powerful kings in all of the major arcana. He is all 4 kings in one. So, you've got a nice balance of your energy here, and it's what is helping you get your power back. You're taking your power back. You're taking your stand and you are protecting. It's almost as if you're taking a stand in a sense and you're protecting everybody in your kingdom, everybody that's important to you. You are creating a solid foundation and strength in your life. And a lot of that comes from being able to close out certain chapters in your life, and you're doing it in a very fair and full of justice. And again, for some of you, you could be closing out contracts in your life. Maybe you're leaving a job to move to a job that's giving you more power. Again, where you're more in an authoritative position. When I say power, we don't have to think of it as negative. Power, being able to be empowered, is what helps bring us our optimism. It gives us our confidence. And if we're using it, and if we're not selfish with it, and we're using it for our highest good, it is going to be the benefit of all of those people that surround us as well. Let's get one for the Ace of Wands. And you got the 5 of Swords. So I think that, with the 5 of Swords, what we have to keep in mind is I think there's a lot of opportunities that are presenting themselves for you at this time. The 5 of Swords can be people around you that might be, why are they getting the opportunities? It could be a little bit of mental anguish going on inside. I think that you have to really be mindful of who you are taking your advice from. Don't let anybody change your direction or your thoughts as to how you want to expand your future. Be mindful of their actions when it comes to that, because when new opportunities start to arise for us, we have to stay in our power, and we have to make sure that we do not let anybody sort of sway us in a different direction, because again, their thoughts or their perceptions on the way our lives are supposed to be is not up to them. We have free will. We have choice. So if there is a message that's coming that you feel is not positive, you have to be able to let that go, and you have to make the decision to allow yourself to release yourself from that energy, because there's so many opportunities. Don't hold on to what people say, especially if you find that it's negative, because everything is going to turn out in a just way for you. So you just have to make sure that you hold on to your own integrity. Stay committed to your own morals and values, and don't allow anybody to persuade you in any other way. Wow. And then this Four of Pentacles, you got the Ace of Wands again. So many opportunities don't hold yourself back from the amount of opportunities that are coming your way. And again, for you, because you've got the Two of Pentacles here, you might be feeling burdened because there's two opportunities that are being presented to you right now. And you are going to be faced with a choice. You need to get some information so that you can make a logical decision. With the Justice, you're going to make a logical decision, and you are going to have to put something to a close. And make sure that you stay in your own integrity. Stay committed to what's important to you. Okay, Leo, I'm sorry, this has gone on quite long. Let's get your spirit and angel messages. Wow, this is very positive for you, Leo. Lots of transformations happening this week. I want two cards. There we go. And you got the proposal, so number 27. So a romantic or business opportunity is indicated, and that's that Ace of Wands, getting it twice. There is a proposal, and that proposal could have something to do with the Hierophant. It could have something to do with that Four of Wands. That proposal is definitely something that is bringing you an opportunity. So something is definitely indicated for you. And then you got number 35, wish. Your heart's desires is ready to come true. For some of you, it really could be for love. Love definitely could be on the forefront for you, and especially there could be a celebration with marriage. A deeper level of commitment is indicated here. So whether that is love commitment or whether that is a commitment through work or a new job or a new way of thinking of things, definitely your wish fulfillment. Let's get two more cards from our spiritual angels. Let's find out. All right, so we've got growth. So I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, and there is a lot of growth because it is the center of your reading with the Three of Wands. You are growing in a new direction, right? You are ready to produce something new, and you're ready to expand your horizons. Your wish, it looks like, you know, a lot of your wishes are at this point where you can actually bring those wishes into your everyday. And it says, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Absolutely. You know, you do accept responsibility you don't point the fingers to anybody. You are very much you're very strong in your faith and in your belief system. And you always make sure that you accept responsibility for everything that comes your way. And you know, there's a lot of beautiful, positive, new opportunity energy here for you. And again, I'm seeing it for two different aspects here. I'm seeing it in the way of love, and I'm seeing it in the way of really expanding your growth and horizons with some sort of job, career, or new venture, new creative venture. All right, let's get your closing number here. So we had a lot of sixes. We have to remember lots of sixes and lots of fours. Very important. You've got a lot of stability here. I'm loving it. Change is going to be something that is, wow. Change is definitely something that is happening for you, and it's happening in a positive way. All right, Leo, you did get 3 angel numbers here, so let's get through these ones. 10, 10, so it is up to you. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as a brand new opportunities. And we see 2 of them here. Trust in the process. 10, 10, and 1, 1. Those are those 2 aces of wands. Beautiful. Limitless opportunities. You also got number 14, 14. Light up. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. And then they want you to slow down. You got 0404. So it's all to restore that balance, which is the Justice card. So you need to pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. So don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. And very important to do with that Five of Swords, keep the healthy boundaries so that you don't let those people infiltrate your thought process. So remember, 4s and 6s. Thank you so much, Leo, for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you find meaning in your reading today. Please leave comments, like, and share. And until next time, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.